Alright guys, we're doing a gig log today. I actually tried to do a gig log last week for a really cool prom that we did a really new awesome setup for, but I ended up being so busy that I stopped doing it halfway through, so I decided I'll do one this week. So this week what we're doing is a prom. It's a part of our Neon Dreams tour, and we're not doing anything too crazy for this prom. We're just doing like our medium lighting, with one of our aerial lasers and also CO2 cannons, large sound, and a photo booth. And it's for Salem High School, and we're headed there now. It's kind of an interesting venue I've never done before. It's pretty local to me, about 10 minutes away, but it's like a hall for weddings, kind of, at a restaurant. And I looked online, and the website says for like 75 people, but this is like a 300-person prom, so it's going to be interesting. We're going to be obviously taking up a lot of room with our setup, so we'll have to see. I don't know how much footage I'm going to get, because we're going to be a little rushed, but I'll try to do some setup footage and then some clips from the night. And I really wanted to try to do some gig logs again. The reason why I haven't been doing a ton of them has been because I feel like if I just keep doing the same setups and all the videos, you guys are going to get kind of bored. And I only like to do our really big setups, and this one's kind of, you've seen it, it's a similar lighting setup to the homecoming gig log I did a year ago. It's a little bit different, so you'll see the difference there, and I'll point some things out. But let me know if you actually want to see the smaller stuff too, because we do a lot of, Sweet 16s and corporate events and stuff. So in the comments, tell me if you actually want to see that type of stuff, or if you only want to see the really big stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit when we get there and do the setup. We just finally found out where to load in the equipment. We had to go up a pedestrian only walkway to load into the service elevator, I guess. So we're actually kind of crunched for time, so we're gonna quickly try to load everything in. Yeah, if you're familiar with Salem at all, it's all cobblestone and stuff. So we basically had to drive half a mile through an art festival where you can't have vehicles. So we're lucky we didn't get pulled over or anything, but we're all good. So we kind of parked in this alleyway, and we don't know where Peter parked. He could be anywhere at this point. So we're gonna start loading things in, and I'll give you an update when we get in there. Alright guys, so here's a progress update. We've been setting up for about an hour and a half. We're about 3/4 done. I just finished wiring the lighting in. I still have to hook them up to Show Express. Still have to do audio. Up there we're setting up the photo booth in a really cramped space. Hold on, Peter, you did that a section too wide. It's too wide. What? Hold on. We're having an issue because the area they gave us for the photo booth is not big enough to run 2 backdrops. But why'd you do that so wide?
You're not fitting this photo booth. We're not going to be able to fit enough. You're not fitting. This is the backdrop.
But all the lighting's going to show through shining in.
We're going to be other one on top of it. We make it thicker. That's the only way to do it. If we have to, we can put a third stand in the middle to as a support.
Okay, alright, so for documentary purposes.
Okay, do that one.
Wait.
Oh, money.
Wait, just, oh, never mind, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Wait, we do, why do we have so many of those? Wait, did you just bring those up here? So we have the other 2 down there still? Or did you bring these up?
There's 3 that came for this stand itself, and then there's 2 for the lights. So there's 5 of them. Oh yeah, the light stands.
These 2 right here.
Those are for the lights.
Wait, why are they disconnected from the things? Normally for a backdrop type photo booth we do, there's a front drop and a backdrop, but the area they have us setting up in, I'm worried that all the lighting from our show is going to shine through the front drop and mess up the photo quality. So we're going to try to double up the backdrop there to make it work a little bit better. So yeah, so I'm going to leave them to do that, and I'm going to finish wiring up this lighting. One other thing I'm worried about is we are running an aerial laser, and I do not want it going directly into the chandelier right there, because I feel like it'll probably diffract, if that's the right word, or deflect, one of those, and then it is going to, you know, like shoot beams everywhere. And it is a variance required aerial laser, so it's not like, you know, a Starfield laser. It's the X laser Aurora Caliente, which is actually a really cool laser. It's one of their like DMX lasers compared to the ones that require you to run separate software for them. Guys, so we are set up. We're pretty much finished here. There's the lighting rig, and to give you some details on it, everything is being run by Show Express, which is over here hidden away. We have all our cues. We're using an Akai MPD26 to hit hot cues. And then for right now we're using the DDJ-SX for audio. And then we actually have a guest DJ coming in around 8 o'clock. So they're gonna like have dinner for an hour, and then the headlining DJ will come and he'll actually play on my controller, but he'll bring his own laptop and stuff. And then upstairs we're doing the photo booth. I'll take you there. So for this booth, it's really basic. They had limited space, so basically all we're doing is a backdrop booth with social media. So basically they come in here, they do the photo, bam. I'll show you a demonstration of it. It's called Live Booth, is the software it uses. So it does 3 photos, self-automated, but we also have a booth attendant here to monitor it to make sure kids aren't doing anything inappropriate. So once it takes your photo, you can choose from different effects, and then you hit done, and then it wirelessly sends it over to the second screen over here, which it'll pop up on in a second. Bam. And then you can upload it to Facebook, Twitter, or email it to yourself. So it's a pretty cool little system. It's good for large events where, you know, time is very, you know, limited, you know, because they just grab the prop, they go in, they do their photo, and then, you know, they're all good. So I'm hoping we get a good turnout for this prom. And I don't know if I explained it in the intro, but this is what we consider a part of our Neon Dreams tour, which is usually an 18+ party series. But we've incorporated it in with our prom tour, which makes it all ages. So it should be good. And I'll give you some updates while we're doing it too. And people are starting to walk in now. And I'll also give you some details about the setup too as we get into it. But it should be a good night, guys. All right, see ya. All right, guys, I don't know if you can really hear me, but I wanted to give a rundown real quick about the audio we're running just before it starts up. So for tops, we're running the Yamaha DXR 15s, and then we have the dual DSR 118Ws from Yamaha. It's an all-active system. I really like it. We've done events with this system, probably up to 700, 800 people, and it doesn't even break a sweat, and it sounds awesome. And also, I love the lighting control too. So our packages are kind of weird for lighting. This is technically, we consider a large package, but we have small, medium, large, XL, and then custom packages. So those ones are large, but our small and medium aren't really for proms. So this is kind of like our standard prom package, you know, not over the top like last week's, but still pretty good. Alright guys, we're almost done breaking down. It was a very hip-hop type crowd, and luckily we had a DJ to do that, but I kind of knew this going in since it was a charter school. But it still went okay. Everybody was dancing, just not as fun as the last one. We pretty much we packed up all the lighting pretty much. We just have the trussing and some of the audio left. And yeah, and then we'll load up. Alright guys, it's the next day. I just wanted to do a little outro to say how it went and everything. It went well. Wasn't our most exciting package or anything like that, but it went smoothly. It was definitely a hip-hop crowd compared to our previous prom, which was definitely more of an electronic and top 40 type crowd. But overall, did great. Matt Young killed it like always. And yeah, there's not too much to say about it. I didn't get too many good clips of the laser, just because we only had it in bursts last night. But I was glad that we were allowed to use haze in the venue, and fog, and CO2. So that was definitely a plus. A lot of venues nowadays, they don't allow fog and stuff like that. So that was definitely a plus for an indoor venue. Wasn't my favorite layout of a venue, just because this kind of applies for all venues. I'm not a big fan of venues that have a lot of different areas people can go in, because it's harder to get a big crowd of people dancing at once when people are spread out over a big area. And not that this was a big venue, but it did have the upstairs, so like probably a quarter of the kids were up there, just like hanging out in the balcony the whole time, and it was a big area up there, so that was kind of a negative. But it wasn't too bad of a venue, pretty easy load in and out. So I'm definitely going to try to do some more gig logging. I don't have too many more coming up this summer that are like really exciting events, just because prom season's over. And over the summer we do a lot of smaller things. But we do have a cool rooftop event I might do a gig log on. It's like on a rooftop in Boston. That could be cool. And I will try to do some more and do some vlogging and stuff like that. But definitely subscribe. If you want to see pictures and stuff from our previous events, and just from all of our different setups and stuff, you can go to SoundStormEvents.com, or you can go on Facebook, where I actually post a lot more photos and stuff on Facebook if you just search SoundStorm Productions. I'll put a link below. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.